Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to today's message, where the ancestors have a message they've been trying to get to you. First, I'd like to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of the journey with me. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you, and if you're new here, welcome. This is a reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space for you to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. We do things completely differently here on this channel, so with that being said, if the message happens to resonate with you, it would mean the world to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. So with that, we're going to be using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards today by Kyle Gray. So Ancestors of Highest Light and Love, what is the message you've been trying to get to my fellow humans? What is a message you've been trying to get to my fellow humans today? Alright. Ancestors of Highest Light and Love. Wow, that came out pretty fast. What's the message you've got for my fellow humans today? They got something to say on the bottom. Ooh, we've got Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. So it's important for you to stay grounded at this time. I do feel like there's a lot going on that can absolutely uproot you from your journey and just uproot you from your day-to-day, and whatever it is that you do to stay grounded, doubling up on that might help as well. So that could be grounding meditations, that could be spending time in nature. I will always advocate spending time in nature. It's a perfect way to get grounded. Walking barefoot on the ground, sitting on the ground, sitting against a tree, hugging a tree. No, it's not crazy, right? All these things to get grounded, and connecting with your heart chakra is really important at this time as well, with the Earth Guardian coming in. There's this sense of nurturing that's happening, and it's necessary for you to nurture yourself, because right now, with whatever the energy is that's surrounding you, it's very chaotic and there's so much going on. It's a big cacophony of things, and there's a lot that's you're taking in, and there's this necessity to really stay rooted so that you can only absorb what's necessary for you to absorb, while letting everything else roll off your back. Okay, all right, let me put this over here. Ancestors, what is the message you've been trying to get to my fellow humans? What do they need to know? Ancestors of Highest Light and Love, what have you been trying to get to my fellow humans? What do they need to know? Alright, so wow, we've got the 5th house. Okay, we've got Leo and we've got the North Node. So not a terrible message, right? There's actually someone coming in for you here. This is what this feels like. I actually didn't pull out any love cards today because I didn't expect a love message, but I'll make do with what I got. It's cool. Yeah, I do feel like someone wants to come in and ask you on a date. For others of you that aren't looking for that, I do feel like this is actually your inner child is speaking up finally and connecting with you as well. A lot of Leo energy here. You could have Leo in North Node, South Node. You could have benefic Leo placements or 5th house placements in your chart. You could have Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Leo in the 6th house, in the 9th house, or in the 12th house is coming through as well. But this is an energy where it's like there's going to be a lot of play, a lot of pleasure in life, a lot of fun in life, a lot of reconnecting with that sense of innocence within. And people are going to be very drawn to you, and people are going to be very magnetized to you. You're going to be leading by example, showing them it's okay to have fun. It's okay to be good in what you do and still be innocent. You don't have to be arrogant because you're good at what you do. But there's this idea, it's like, oh, to be a leader, you have to be this rough rider or whatever. And no, you don't. You're never required to be a rough rider to be a leader. In fact, some of the best leaders are some of the most empathic people there are. And they're not trying to be tyrannical or anything like that. We've seen tyranny in many, many forms. We've seen dictatorships in many, many forms. We've seen, there's a lot. I mean, you can look at the government, and I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm talking about in the past, in history, okay? I'm talking about in history. You can just look at government for countries and see that type of leadership. And you can also see compassionate leadership as well. And, whether that's in your own country or not, that doesn't matter. It's just so you can see throughout history and over the world, there's both very kind leaders and there are very difficult leaders and very sadistic leaders as well. And This is saying that you're about to step up and be one of those more enlightened leaders that's leading with this fun and this play and this passion. Someone who's not afraid to get their hands dirty, someone who's not afraid to get in and grind. Well, also people are just naturally elevating you and like really excited to be around you. And this is a part of your path. You're meant to experience this type of leadership. This is healing in the ancestral line. Many of your ancestors may have been afraid to step up into leadership positions, or were afraid to be authentically themselves in leadership positions. So I feel like you're definitely one of the bloodline that was sent to heal the generational wounds of the past in very profound ways. And one of those profound ways is being seen by many people. And it does not have to be as big as worldwide. This doesn't even have to be as big as like a huge company. This could be just community-wise or family-wise. But being that leader, right? This could be a father in a family that's teaching their kids that it's okay to still be silly and take things serious together, right? This could be a mother that's showing her entire family that it's okay to let go of things and begin to nurture ourselves and to take care of ourselves, and that self-love is important. But that's what this feels like. It's learning how to teach those around you by being that very person that you're telling them about. It's like, I'm going to show you by my actions. I'm going to lead by example. I'm not going to ask you to do something that I would not be willing to do. I'm going to be able to do it with you, or I'm going to do it with you, and I'm going to show you how it's done. For those of you that this is someone that's going to ask you out on a date, that's exactly what it's going to be. You're both coming together. This is two minds that are melding together on this journey to form one powerhouse couple, where it is going to go and people are going to be jealous, people are going to be inspired by you. There's going to be all kinds of feelings that come from that. But there's never going to be this like, oh, I'm in this type of love and you're not. And I don't feel like you would do that normally or anyways, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no arrogance that's coming from this, not even from this other person. There's no arrogance. There might be some people who talk about how you are arrogant, but you're not. You're a very humble person. You're a very kind, generous person. And you are very strong too. I just feel like there's this very strong energy about you. So ancestors, what is a message you've been trying to get to my fellow humans? What would you like them to know further? Friendliness, the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Wow. Now, it's interesting because for me, because I've learned the Tarot Marseille, the Two of Cups is not... No, I can't. Oh my gosh, I just got done using this deck and I just looked over and I saw, look at on the bottom of my Tarot Marseille deck, the Two of Cups. I was in the upright. What? This is crazy synchronistic. I just saw it. I didn't even know it was on the bottom because I put it down and then I went about to get ready for this one and I got the message and I was like, okay, we're going to go and do it. And this came out. What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Truly synchronistic. Okay. So yeah, this could be referring to love. It doesn't have to be romantic love, though. This could be soul tribe or anything. Okay, what I was going to say, though, is that because I've learned the Tarot Marseille, for me, the Two of Cups is not as profound of a love as the Six of Cups. Like, Six of Cups is a really deep soulmate love coming in. This is like your partner for life. Now, it doesn't mean that the Two of Cups is not like that, but with the Two of Cups, for me, it's more of that start of love, right? It's the beginning of love. We've already mastered loving ourselves, and now someone else who's mastered loving themselves is coming in, and we get to go and travel together because of that. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. You've learned to save yourself. With the fighting here, there's like taking the armor off. You're taking the armor off, putting the armor down. Interesting. What else, ancestors, would you like them to know? The World, the completion. This is everything falling into place so that you understand everything that you went through was leading to this moment. It's all going to make sense for you. Patience on the bottom with the Seven of Coins. Yeah, so this is all going to make sense to you. Everything that you've experienced, everything that you went through, what's happening, what's about to happen, the offer that's coming in, the leadership position that's coming in, the person that's about to come in, it's all going to come together and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I understand why I experienced all these hardships, why I experienced all these downs, why I experienced all these ups, why I experienced all these twists and turns and this myriad of directional changes and switch ups and switchbacks and all this stuff, right? Like, you're going to realize, oh my gosh, it makes sense. And I feel like this could be someone that you're going to build a family with, right? Because she's pregnant in this picture. She looks pregnant in this picture anyways. And this could be someone that you build a family with, but this is also going to be something that's very unconventional with the Seven of Coins. It's not going to be something that is what you maybe have grown up to experience. Oh, it's marriage, it's family, it's a white picket fence, it's all this other stuff. This is going to be something that's very unconventional, right? So, but I do feel like it's going to work for you. It's not something that's going to be... It's not going to be overwhelming or overbearing either. This is really exciting energy, though. I feel very excited for you here. Yeah, let's get some oracles out and see what more would like to come through. Because this is a really, really deep message. This is like opposites, too. Because isn't like... What do they call them? Contrast. The contrast. Okay. Pink and yellow are contrast colors, but they look really good together. Like red and purple, or... I don't know. What are some other contrast colors? Orange and brown. Is that a contrast color? I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, they're contrast colors coming in. Red and green. Like, these are those colors, blue and red. And it's like, you wouldn't think they go together, but they do. So that's what it's like. This is someone or a situation that's coming into your life where it's like, oh, I wouldn't think that would go together with them, but it does. Like, it just works out. Oh, I see how that works out. Okay, I just have to ask, has anybody here seen the movie? It's called, and I'm going to curse because it's the title of the movie, but My Old Ass. I can't remember what app it's on. It's on one of the apps, but it's called My Old Ass. You should check it out. There's this point where she thought that she only liked girls, and she ends up really liking this dude, and she introduces her friends to him. This doesn't tell you the whole story. This is just this is what it made me think of. And she ends up introducing this dude to her friends, and they have this great banter back and forth. They're so hilarious with each other. They're adorable. You know, like, and she's so mean to him, and it just works. Like, he's cool with it. And when her friends meet him and they see the two of them interacting together, both her friends are like, oh, it works. I don't know how, but it works. I see it. I can totally see it. And that's what it feels like. Like, people are going to be like, oh, I don't know how that works, but I see it. I definitely see it. So even if that's a leadership position or someone, yeah, wow, I didn't know this moved. Sorrow is showing here with the Nine of Swords and then the Two of Wands. Yeah, so there's been a lot of sorrow in the past, a lot of worry. The Master, okay, the Master showing you've mastered your life, you've mastered your destiny. You've been through it, and it's hard to trust that something good is going to come in, but when it does, it's going to take you by surprise. Yeah, something is radically changing here with Uranus on the bottom of the deck. Trust that there's something amazing that's coming for you. Your ancestors are super stoked. They're like, oh, I'm so excited that this is coming for them. It's finally here. When is it going to happen? That's a great question. It's going to be vastly different for everyone, and I don't do the time questions because I don't, when we hold on to a time, like say I were to say December, right? It's coming in December. That's all you're going to hold on to. You're like, oh, my life is going to change in December. My life is going to change in December. But then say December comes and goes and it didn't change the way that you were expecting it. Then suddenly it's like, oh, well, whatever. You know, you get all mad about that. I thought it was supposed to come in December. I've been there. I've watched readers that had time frames as well. And I held on to those time frames. And those time frames came and went. And nothing happened. And I was like, okay, so we're going to... That's why I don't do times. That's why I don't do times. It's just keep on the journey and it'll come when it comes. That's it. Angel. Helping those in need with no expectation of return, and the shadow is acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be helping them. That's what I was saying. Like, you aren't afraid to get down and get dirty, to lead by example. That's a very enduring quality, and it's a very rich quality as well. Independence. Claim your independence with cat spirit coming out. Yeah. Don't be afraid to be seen as independent. And that's the other thing that's saying this really feels like this is going to be unorthodox, because it's like cats, when they want attention, they want attention. They want it now. I want my attention now. But then when they're done, you're not going to be able to bring them back if they don't want to come back. They're going to throw a fit. Like, I'm not going to sit there and let you pet me. I'm done. I said I was done. I got what I wanted and now I'm out, right? They're very independent. They're not like dogs. Like, dogs will keep coming back. Dogs will keep coming back. That's what a dog does, right? That's a difference between cats and dogs. Cats, when they're done, it's over. That's all she wrote. We closed that chapter a long time ago. Be fearless and bold, and don't be afraid to stand out. Don't be afraid to be yourself, because you being authentic in this situation, whether that's with a person or with a leadership position or with a new position, whatever it is, you being authentic that's what's standing out the most. Okay, that's what's standing out the most here. What else would you like to say? Whoa, this like flipped over. Benefics, let the blessings unfold. Yes, this is such an exciting reading. There's a big blessing that's coming to you. That's why your ancestors, I see them like doing a little dance. They're all like, there's drums going, there's instruments playing, there's trumpets blowing. Like, they are dancing. They're like, oh, we're so excited, it's coming. Scorpio, face your feelings. You could have Scorpio highly aspect in your chart. I heard Scorpio moon or Scorpio Venus is coming in really strongly right now. And again, if not, that's okay. It's just saying face your feelings. There's been a lot that you've had to face, especially with the sorrow peeking out over here. You've been through a lot of hardships and you've had to face your feelings. You've had to face your sorrows. You had to face maybe hurt that wasn't yours to carry, but you still had to transmute it because you didn't know any better and you were carrying it at some point. We have passion flying in. This is going to be full of passion for you. A relationship full of passion or a leadership position full of passion. Because in the past, you've been rejected, so it's hard to trust. That's what they're showing here. It's hard to trust because you've been rejected. That's why Scorpio came out on the bottom as well. Feel those feelings. Let them go. Work through them. Don't try to go around them. On the bottom, have faith. All in perfect timing. All in divine timing. It will come when it's meant to come for you. And sometimes we're impatient as humans. So we're like, oh, if it doesn't come by X and X date, right? Like the whole time thing that I was just mentioning. If it doesn't come by December, then, obviously it's not for me. That's not true at all. Because maybe it'll come for someone in December, but if it wasn't you, can you be okay with that? Can you be unattached to it? On the bottom, look, exactly. You're on guard here. Guard, defend, protect, guarantee. Like, isn't it funny? We got cat and dog out here on the reading. Cat and dog. I can't make that up. So this is about maintaining your independence and being aloof. Cats are aloof. They don't care. They're, like if you pet them or not, like they're going to bug you for a little while, but if you choose not to pet them, they're out. But also don't expect them to come back. If you breadcrumb a cat, they're going to breadcrumb you right back. Right? That's the energy. And so it's like coming back into that state of independence where it's like, I'll give what I want to give when I want to give it, but I'm not obligated or required to give more than this. Like, it's okay for me to do what's necessary for me. It's okay for me to be grateful for the blessings, but I don't have to stay in this place of being guarded any longer. My past is the past. It's okay for me to step into a passionate future. We have house 3 here, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. For those of you that have been with me for any amount of time, when the 3rd house pops up, it could pertain to a labeled relationship or a labeled journey. I'm stepping away from labels, thus why I'm saying it's a label. So if you've chosen to put a label on it, this could be for you, and that's what this is saying. But this is someone who loves the way that you think, they love the way that you communicate, they love who you are. Your brain is sexy to them, okay? For others of you that are leaning more towards this as a leadership position, that's what's gotten you the leadership position, is the way that you're connecting your mind and your communication skills together. People really appreciate the way that you talk. They appreciate the way that you show up. You make sense. You help them understand things that they were unable to understand prior. You also show them the way. You're a path carver, and being a path carver becomes a way shower. Being a way shower, people are naturally going to follow you. Artist. Expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Didn't I just say you help others understand things that they didn't understand before? So this is confirmation of that. Wow. We have using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. Yeah, so you're in this place of helping others understand through their senses. It's not just with their minds, it's through their senses. But what's amazing about that is that you experience all of life through your senses, and that helps to mold your perception. And when you mold your perception, you are able to share that perspective with others through your communication. Descend. 2 is better than 1. So again, there's a person coming in here. Even for those of you that are in leadership positions, I feel like there's a person that's coming in that's going to be backing you the whole way. Your ancestors are super excited about this. Spendthrift, waste, debt, and gambling. Yeah, you've let go of this spendthrift energy, spending your energy without care of who it went to or what was happening. You're now very conscious of where you put your time, your energy, and your effort. Secrets. Codes, treasure, bribes, disguise. This feels like keeping it close to your chest. There's going to be some sort of success here that you do not need to share with everybody. Countryside, agriculture, irrigation, harvesting, and rent. So you're about to harvest and reap your rewards. And love coming in here. Appreciation, fondness, respect, and trust. Okay, so for some, this is absolutely a love interest is coming in. This is your person coming in. Now, it might not be the person who you believe that it to be. And again, I'm not here to discourage you or anything like that. What they're saying is this is going to be your forever person in this life, okay? And that being open to who it could be is going to help you stay unattached. So that's why we're moving away from labels, because labels keep us in a state of attachment. But when we move away from the label, we become open to the potential of who it could be for us. So let's take a look at this card. I'm going to read this from the book. Wow, we have Lady here with enjoy growth and reap rewards. Oh my goodness, I cannot make this up. You're about to reap the harvest. The harvest has come and it's in full bloom. Everything grew way better than we thought it was going to too. I'm so excited for you. Super, super excited. All right, where are you at, lady? Come on, lady. Where are you at? Lord? Lady. There she is. All right. Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The lady is the representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. Inspired by the Empress of the Tarot, she is an abundant, bountiful, and creative being. She is closely connected to nature because it is her child. Right? And we saw that with the 7 of coins over here. Right? She's pregnant, so Mother Nature is at play here too. So she represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give to all who needs nurturing. Yet she is a representation of the goddess Venus too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. In this card, she holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram, which in paganism represents the 5 elements of life. Fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent when Lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. If you're making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child. She will help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. Reaping the rewards, reaping the fruits of your labors. Yeah, this is a very fertile time for you. Your ancestors are excited. Like, it's maybe you've been praying, like, I really need to see the fruit of my effort, right? Like, put all this effort in, it's all this time and I haven't seen anything come back to me. What the heck is going on? And your ancestors are here telling you, we're finally get to deliver this message to you, that it's coming, it's right here, it's right around the corner. No, we're not going to give you a time, but it's almost here. And you're probably like, I've heard this before, and that's why they're saying have faith, because it is coming. They're so excited. oh, they're dancing around and jumping around with joy. It's like they're your biggest cheerleaders, first of all, but I just keep seeing them jumping up and down like, yay, the message is finally here. I love that for you. It's so, so beautiful. I'm so excited for you. If you felt like this was your message, leave this little heart hands emoji down below and say, I have put in the work, the time, and the effort, and now I open up to receiving all of my blessings and rewards and love. And if it resonated with you, it means so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you're interested in supporting the channel further, please check out the description box. It will have everything you need. With that, I would love to take this moment to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, my spirit guides, and a special shout out to the ancestors for coming through on this message today. And with that being said, until next time, stay human. Bye.